It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got a rematch of last year's wild card round in the AFC playoffs. It's the Ravens and the Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
The drive will start with an option going left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up close to midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have the first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Burrow looking to pass. And that one Complete once again to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches. And T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense. And
that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bengals' 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Charlie Jones. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On second down, a run with Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
A solid pickup there by Mixon. And when he's running it this way, the Cincinnati offense takes on an extra dimension. They love to run the football and shut people down with Mixon carrying the load.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The end result, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 2nd down and 6 now. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From midfield now, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Burrow will throw. Short throw to Smith. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bengal
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Shifts past him at the 45. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Jackson. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. This pass caught by Beckham. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This one hauled in by Sample. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Short throw to Smith. They put on his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. To the sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 19 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Play action. Now Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. First down, here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow on play action. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To the air again, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A quick pass out to Aguilar.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown, and so likely we'll kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff, and then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Burrow and the Bengals down 21-14. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. To throw, Burrow. Complete to Boyd.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone.